area. And for the throat, you can gargle with bayberry, you can gargle with ginger, hyssop, rock rose, sage, golden seal. Gravel is another word for stones, kidney stones. And we could use carrot, hyssop, marshmallow, apple tree bark, hydrangea, nettle, queen of the meadow, sorrel, help dissolve those stones. You could find parsley readily and suavine readily and bootshu and the hops, but of course you may not be able to find masterwort and ragwort too easily. Gout is usually caused and associated with arthritis. It's the impurities in the joints or muscle that cause the water to come to resolve the waste. So we use the burdock for that, the blue violet, the mugwort, the rue, but most popular ones would be the sarsaparilla, the devil's claw, cat's claw, yucca, those type herbs for gouty arthritis. But just to get rid of the fluid retention, the ginger would be the tea for that. Gonorrhea is a type of a cold where you have mucus congestion of the reproductive system. Again, we're treating a cold, so we're back to the cleavers. We're back to the golden seal because we're treating a cold, it's just in a different location. QB berries are good for urinary tract infection along with uva ursi. So we're treating urinary tract as well. So we're combining a uva ursi with a golden seal, with probably a mullein or some kind of respiratory herb to treat that condition. Gleet, these are old names, you probably won't see them anymore. Gleet is mucus congestion, slimy discharge, a type of gonorrhea. We're using the diuretics, kubi berries, juniper berries, and we're using the wild alum to shut down the secretions that are coming out in this cold-like condition. And since it's in the urinary tract, we're using the saw palmetto, and we're using the red clover to purify the blood, echinacea for the glandular system, prickly ash for the skin, the mucosal membrane, golden seal, and rock rose. Glandular organs, bittersweet, mullein, parsley, sea rack. We have these seaweeds, the kelp and bladderwrack. This is another sea vegetable. Yellow dock, Afrika, poke root. Poke root is good for the glands anyway. Echinacea is good for the glands too. So you can use them as a poultice, or you can drink them as well. Gallbladder problems, we use golden seal. We combine that with red clover, one of the docks, yellow dock, golden seal with dandelion in combination. Griping in the bowels now, we go into the digestive system again, and we're back to those digestive, what you call spices in your kitchen, nest, the caraway seeds, the ginger, the nutmeg, the thyme, the bay leaves, all that's good for griping and digestive problems. The prostate gland, we treat that today with palmetto berries and pygium. We don't use too much corn silk because that's a diuretic. We're trying to purify the condition. Bootshu is a diuretic. Garlic is antibiotic, so you may want to use that. Golden seal also has antibiotic kind of effect, but we use primarily the saw palmetto berries and the pygium. Genitals, burning and itching, red raspberry leaves, marshmallow, slip around, pleurisy root. Now you don't have to use all of these herbs to relieve the itching. You would probably just use the marshmallow and the red raspberry. Chickweed is good for itching, measles, burning sensation. So I would say for the genitals, chickweed and the red raspberry. Okay, we're down to the kidneys now. We're going to use things for the kidneys. I mentioned the diuretic herbs. Most people have a kidney condition usually try to get into these diuretics. The corn silk, the QB berries, the uva ursi. Those are diuretic kind of herbs. They're just going to increase the urination. They may not cure the condition. When you're getting into the condition, you may want to use something like a buck bean. Parsley is a diuretic again. Hemlock, wood sanicle, these type of herbs. Juniper berry is a diuretic. So most of these are diuretics when you're dealing with kidney type problems, which usually are relieved by the diuretic type herbs. Uva ursi, the hydrangea, the holy thistle, the corn silk, the juniper berries. These are diuretics. So you probably would want to use those. The laxatives, of course, are for constipation and diarrhea. That's the rhubarb, the senna, as I mentioned before, the aloes. All those are good laxative type herbs, but you want to treat the condition, then you go to the golden seal and the mullein and the peach leaves.